Some experts say that China is really the linchpin here for higher gold prices. Now, Nick, China currently has about 1.6% of its FX reserves in gold. Are they going to buy more?
Well, I think that they have been buying gold quite aggressively. The problem is it's not necessarily showing up in the international statistics yet. They buy a lot domestically, and they're not always necessarily immediately putting it into their FX reserves. Given how low gold holdings are as a percent of their reserves, as you said, around 1.6%, the world average central bank holds around 11% gold in reserves. So if China wants the Chinese yuan to become a world reserve currency, they will likely have to increase the holdings of gold. If China were to increase its reserves of gold to around 10–11%, where the world average is, you'd be looking at China buying about 1.5 times total supply of gold for 1 year. If they were to actually raise their reserve levels up to the US 74% level, you'd be looking at around 10 years worth of annual gold supply that they would be buying in order to boost those reserve levels.
What do you think is really likely? Do you think 11% is actually likely for China, or do you think it's more like 3?
I think it's going to be very gradual, because I think they're very aware of what that would do to the gold market and to the gold price. And the last thing they want to do is disrupt the market when they would like to, over time, build positions. So I think it's going to be slow and gradual. What level that actually is very difficult to predict, but I think one can assume that given the rapid growth of their FX reserves overall, around $3.2 trillion now and growing every month, that just to maintain the proportion at around these levels, they still have to be very aggressive buyers of gold.